until 4:35.
Hey everybody, what's up? Sean here with my guests, and we're here to do a Supergirl Season 2 series discussion video. Talk about all kinds of spoilery stuff.
Hey, watch what you watch. It's rated R. You're not allowed.
I'm here. Joshua, Fuchsphone394 is here again. I was originally the host of this, but I let him take over because due to my Wi-Fi issues.
Bummer.
That's life.
Yep. There we go. On toes. Yeah. Right now, I'm Tevya Smolka. It's just on my view Wonder Woman. You can tell me, and it's Supergirl.
Tevya, please go in your room.
Alright.
Take all your stuff into your room.
Anyway, so we're gonna start.
Okay, so where do we want to start from?
We can start anywhere. We could start with Superman.
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah, I was going to start from the beginning. For me,
Well, from the beginning, there was a planet called Krypton. It exploded many, many years ago, and sent few individuals to Earth.
well, not that far. Not that far, honestly.
Zor-El. Kara got trapped in Krypton for 12 years, and then he touched it. Yeah. Yeah, and the joke I made is a far better joke than what was made in season 12 of 2.5 Men.
Oh. All right.
God, those seasons went downhill.
When you said mine, when you said yours, I'm probably racing. I said when you
To see him on the show. My first impression
I was literally sitting on my laptop, it was like 150 or 90.
I hated him, but the more I started to grow on, he started to grow on me. He's not. I like him, and I think he's really cool. Yeah, I may like Camille, but Hoechlin I do like because it's the Superman from the comics. But I'm not saying Camille's bad. I'm just saying.
Honestly, I'm putting over Brandon Routh anything.
And with Kara and Clark working together, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked the dynamic between them. That was really cool.
But I do kind of wish he was in this season a little more to explain most of this stuff to Kara.
Okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyway, oh yeah, the premiere. Okay. As you all know, from Supergirl season 1 was an okay season. Not the best, but not the worst. I agree, man. I seen forward from it. And at the end of season 1, we get the premiere of a pod that landed. Who's in the pod? Well, it's not Superboy, as I wish it was. It's Mono. Who's Mono? Mono is a twin from Daxam. It's a long story. Like, you explain.
Basically, he's Prince from Daxam, and Daxam was apparently in war with Krypton. They blamed Krypton for their destruction, and now his mother, who's Lois Lane, is a real bitch.
Yep. Actually,
Supposed to be a bitchy villain.
well, Lois and Clark belong besides not in this series,
okay,
but the TV series.
Her only reason for acting like this is because he thinks Kara corrupted Mon-El, and that's it.
I love in this season.
Hell, Zemo had more of a fucking motivation than she did. And
I think her motivation does make kind of sense, sort of. She's psychotic. I did it odd.
An entire planet for something that one person didn't do. What
Oh,
else?
she wants the entire planet. Like, she's
No.
insane.
Boy, you got the insane part right.
Yeah.
I
Chris
can't
Wood-
figure out like General Zod, which we'll get to Zod in a minute.
Chris Wood is Mon-El. I loved him as Mon-El. I like the chemistry he has with Melissa Benoist, and I saw that chemistry on the episode of the season where they did a kiss. When they did a kiss, I got like this.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. What name that did ball me? Now it's performing great. No, is that they didn't give him after his costume. Like what the hell? Like Supergirl, her costume. Well, they
Which-
just give him, anyway, it's his and Jean's look.
Yeah, I
Why?
wish they would gave him his costume on here, but I understand it's build up. That's building up is not is not a problem with me.
Now he built up. It's more basically more of a budget cost for it, but who knows? Like.
One of the complaints I don't agree with is giving her a love interest on the season. Was I thought it was pretty refreshed, pretty cool. Just like seeing Superman on the season.
Hey, Tevya, you got a haircut.
Thank you.
Nice haircut.
Anyways. Oh, John, welcome to the show.
No, your feature presentation.
I'm glad you started, yeah.
Yeah, we have to waiting, but we decided to start. Anyways, okay. Back to Mono and Supergirl. Okay, when they begin a couple, I'm pretty fine with that because one, it makes sense. Two, it didn't feel forced unless I want a romance. But
Yeah. Gay agenda.
All right, pussy.
What the breakdown about that again?
All implicity bullshit.
Nice.
That
Been with Laurel, but no, they had to kill Laurel off in season 4, only to have her doppelganger come back. Wow, way to make the death resonate by pretty much bringing Katie Cassidy back. Yes.
She'll be back. You
DC does that all the time.
gotta let it go. She'll be back on season 6.
Yeah, death is an inconvenience in DC because they die in the Gotham episode last night. Alfred dies, and then Bruce brings him back in like 5 minutes. So I'm like,
Well, they did
I
that.
don't watch Gotham. I abandoned ship a long time ago. But
at least Wonder Woman didn't do that.
Yep.
Well, oh no, I know Sean hasn't seen it yet, but when they do something, they do it all the way. They don't cop out.
You just said that they killed Alfred and brought him back.
I haven't seen
Arkham Origins did the same thing where Bruce uses his electric shock gloves to resist art.
That is true. That did happen, didn't it? Although it might even be smart. Although it might have been a good story.
I'm just
That
saying.
is so underrated. Oh, yeah.
Real quick, we're getting a 5th game that's set 3 years after Origins.
one thing I don't understand with the Defenders trailer is how Elektra is still alive. I don't understand.
It more a Supergirl podcast than a Defenders podcast, so we'll watch.
Let's talk about Superman. Let's talk about
Mon-El was the most. He was the best character that they added in season 2. That was very well developed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And funny, and the actor pulled it off. Chris Wood, really good job.
Indeed. Well,
Yeah.
while he may not be Chris Beliefs, man, or the action movie out from the anime series, he might be very close. We could believe you can't patch him, but no one can patch
Yeah,
Chris Beliefs.
you can.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
much as I like Cavill, reads better. As much as I like Cavill, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not even close. They're keeping him out of Justice League as much as possible. He's probably going to be in the second half of the film. I know.
They got Jet Streak. I'm with. Actually, you know what? Speaking of news, typically, before I go to Supergirl, I do want to talk about this news recently. With the whole Zack Snyder losing his daughter. Like, I am so sorry for the loss. I mean, as a human being,
I know.
My deepest
I know it sucks for him.
it sucks. And
I'm not gonna say I'm glad that happened because at least Whedon's gonna take over for him, and I think he's gonna do fine because Whedon already made Avengers, and I love Avengers.
Yeah. But you said it.
Also,
People want Zack Snyder to leave. I said it. Well, I want Zack Snyder to leave. I didn't want to leave like this. This I do not want to have Zack Snyder. I really don't. Like, love or hate the guy, but you gotta respect the guy, wishing people. Stop bashing him for stuff and then that no control.
Stuff right now.
Yeah. People just like to be assholes when things happen like that, especially what happened in the UK. That's been horrible too.
Yeah, which.
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus on the Supergirl.
Yeah. Let's focus on Supergirl because we're going off topic.
I do have a ticking clock. I have to go see the movie at 6:30.
Yeah, so he has about less than 2 hours.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so I have. Luckily enough, I can actually just walk to my theater instead of driving. But
don't ruin Wonder Woman for me until I see it.
Yeah.
So
We're not talking about Wonder Woman tonight. Girl, so.
Honestly,
Yeah,
all is better than Suicide Squad, which, based on what I've heard, it is.
It is. It's not a mess. Trust me. It is not a mess.
Anyways, we need to get back on topic, like, because if we don't, then we're gonna.
Yeah.
Superman. Let's talk about this version of Superman. What do we guys think about it?
I like them.
I thought it was awesome. Hoechlin, I liked them because he gave some spirit to the character after 2 movies where I was like, yep, I'm sorry, Snyder, your dark tone, you know, stealing from Nolan and making him emo, no, that didn't work for me. Having a Superman that actually cares and has a smile on his face and flies and it's graceful, it's not shaky the camera like this, you know, I want.
Okay, to be fair though, John,
defend.
Superman is more of a conflicted character who's trying to find his place in the world.
I don't need a conflicted character. DC doesn't need to make every DC character conflicted. Batman, it works.
They don't
some
even
very emo, and I'm like,
Batman.
Barry Allen's Flash. I said, you know, he's. Oh, it's my fault. It's my fault. I'm like, that's so repetitive. I'm like,
Miller brings it apart
a little bit, DC. You know.
A picture of Michaela and the dog. You were my big sis.
Action to Hoechlin. At first, I hated it.
What do you mean by big? She's younger than you.
But I think Hoechlin is okay.
I meant reality. And because she told us.
Also, Nelson actually shook people's hands. He wasn't frowny. You know, his fight
I did
at the end with Supergirl.
I thought the scene where Clark with those kids, I thought it was kind of funny where Carl's like, I used to change his diapers, and Clark's like, you know, that I thought was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny, I'll admit.
This season also had some very cute moments.
Yeah.
I also understood why Clark was hesitant to work with the DEO because they hold up kryptonite as basically a nuclear deterrent.
Well, when you think about it, after season 1 with Nom and let's join in Pledges.
Well, I'm saying that they have
Actually, that didn't bother me. Actually, I realized something. That didn't bother me after season 1. They don't mention other Kryptonians who escaped the prison. So you say that's that story, which could be like pointless. They want to point Nom being here. Yeah.
I have no idea, dude. I could not tell you at all.
You know what? Yeah, I can tell either. You know what? Continuity doesn't make sense anymore, DC. It was TV.
I didn't see it coming, but I'm about to say right now, Superman got his tail handed to him by his own cousin.
Yep. Without the love and turn justice.
Yeah, okay.
Injustice.
If we're talking about the part, if Josh is talking about the part, I think he's talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The fight.
Where Clark's basically thinking, I never knew, and that makes you much better than I am. Really, really cool for him to say that.
Yep.
Can you hear me? Oh, wait.
Yeah, we can hear you.
That fight was really cool. I mean, it was short, but it was to the point. They didn't have to destroy buildings all over the place.
Yep. All Man of Steel.
And yes, there was some feminism things in like the last couple episodes, but did it bother me? No, because I love your female lead.
Same.
Yeah,
I do.
The one thing I don't like, which I will get to when I talk about my cars. I'll get the
the Valentine's Day episode. God, that episode hurts me.
The Valentine's
That
Day
villain
episode.
annoyed me to death. Mixley, whatever the hell his name is.
Mixie?
I could not stand that
Well,
guy.
that's the point, Mixie. Mixie's always annoying.
He's the worst villain I've seen in the show. Just,
Let me ask you this.
it's like when I saw him come out, and I was like, "What is this Harry Potter knockoff? What is this?"
Okay, but
It's like,
Tevya, let me
I'm
ask
in
you
love
this.
with you, guys.
You're so annoying to the point you want to put a bullet in his head?
He's fun the fifth dimension. He better get by Superman
He was too much. Like,
and by Supergirl and by John. Actually, in this evolution, he came back and oh shit, he upped his game. He kidnapped the Superman's son. I mean, literally.
yeah, I can't stand that character, man.
Here,
It was just, I hated his accent. I hated him pretending to be Superman, and and pushing Mon-El to the side. I'm like, this is just, it's a low blow.
well, that's the point, Mixie. Mixie is always like that, and every medium.
And also, an episode, I don't know, where Mon-El and Supergirl went on a date and had, I don't know, had their first kiss or something. No, we get some stupid subplot with Alex and Maggie. I didn't care for that.
Yeah, okay, let's get another mistake. The
Not for
whole
me.
Alex and Maggie story. Okay, my story at the individual character, I love that character, even Superman anime series, and love Maggie, she's good, but the whole romance stuff, I don't really care about that.
Worst. It was an agenda.
I don't
Yep.
LGBT problem with it, but I'm like, with this show, basically trying to get you to hate Chyler Leigh. Not gonna work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hate her. I'm sorry. I've seen her in other films and shows, and I'm like, I can't, like, I'm not gonna go like that. Floriana, it's not her fault. It's the stupid writing.
Well, back in the year 2000, she did a movie with Captain America.
Super.
Yep, she did.
Yeah, not another teen movie. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to make it more of a.
Yeah, it was too much. It was like shoved on my face. I was seeing that with my sister and my mom, and they were like, "Oh God, no, I don't want to see it." I'm like, exactly. It makes me uncomfortable watching that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm closed-minded. I'm not closed-minded. I just don't want to see that in my superhero shows. Wonder Woman doesn't have that, Sean, but trust me, they try to. Oh, we're gonna make her bisexual. Yeah. It's not needed.
Yeah, Wonder Woman doesn't really do that.
They better not do that.
Bisexual stuff. Who cares? Like the whole Wonder Woman bisexual crap. Like,
okay.
Who cares?
Any conversation pertaining to Wonder Woman? Silence.
Sorry.
Or we'll fly to where you live. We'll fly to where you live.
I'm ready to talk about something else.
I mean, they did that in the comics with Green Lantern also. They made him gay in one, and I'm like, it's not going to change the character.
Not exactly. Not exactly. That's Alan Scott they did, which was really stupid. That pissed me off, but here's the note. Signed up, but I agree about that was really stupid, and that's for Leave It to Do. Thank God that Avenger just didn't find out because Earth 2 side ended. Anyway, we'll have topic. And we got back to old Supergirl.
Anyway, yeah.
I didn't mind the relationship because Alex was actually happy for once in her life, but I can see where you guys are coming from.
Too much.
I hate with her. it just felt like forced.
That these superheroes new to the gay community,
I
but
was
still, it doesn't
glad
have
to
to be.
Well, I'm saying I was glad to see Alex happy for once in her life.
Same.
What I love about her is that
But it just comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh, she's not happy because she's hiding. She's in the closet. I'm like,
You know what?
great.
Forgive why can
I'm saying that she's not happy because she's always been living and having to basically take care of Carl, really, and not being able to
That's
have
true.
her.
That's true. Good
So it's
point.
nice to finally see her happy for once.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Anyways, to end this controversial topic in a nutshell, because it's getting way too heated. Okay. Personally, in my whole relationship, I'm pretty fine with the relationship because my story even in Superman the Amnesty was gay. Yeah, that's actually true, and I'm fine with that because she's a good character. As for Alex, though, Alex being open and ugly, fine. I can buy that, and because it's not forced, it felt kind of organic. It was a weird mixed idea. But you know what? It happened, and I just move up on it, and I'm pretty fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I think it's perfect? No. But you know what? It's the best that we got, and I've seen better relationships.
Yeah, with me personally, I respect people who are gay. I'm not gonna call you out your name because not in me. But with the superhero show, you didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow has White Canary as a gay character, but I forgive it.
And Legends of Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't
she's
needed.
bisexual.
Hopefully they don't do that because I don't need that. Just make it straight. Make it like was it Lincoln Heights, but with a superhero that comes out of retirement. That's fine.
Lightning looks cool.
If it's gay, then why did she bang Oliver on a boat?
Bisexual.
I think she's bisexual.
Or bi-curious. I don't know.
I think she's bisexual.
Yeah, sidestep. Oliver must be a dumbass to actually pass up somebody like Katie Cassidy.
She will.
Yeah, who cares? At this point, Elle but it on way too much Batman to the woman Sandy.
Pretty much. I'm just saying.
Actually,
Villain,
at
yeah.
this point.
Prometheus did suck as a villain
Dumbass to pass up
in
somebody.
season 5. I admit that. Because he's a guy, he takes his mask off and he looks like Christian Bale. I'm like, that's your villain. Why would you get an actor that looks like Bale? I'm like, no, it distracts me. I'm like, you look too much like Christian Bale. And he kills himself.
And Prometheus is more of a Batman villain than a Green Arrow villain. Wait, was he a Green Arrow villain? I don't remember. Yeah, because the last story he didn't cry with justice, and that was awful. Anyways, back on topic. What 4.1?
I'm not sure if I remember seeing this. Wait, that's actually a Flash or something.
But
They're trapped in that concert.
One at a time, guys.
One at a time. Static.
Flash episode where they're doing that stage show thing and they're doing a sing along thing.
Oh, the music episode. The music episode.
Yeah.
This episode I want to talk about. This one really pissed me off. Well, it didn't piss me off. Like when I first saw
Jazz
it,
hands.
I thought it was an okay music episode, but at the same time, I know the more I thought about it, yeah, this was such a disappointment. But
It is
I
kind
don't
of
blame it. Actually,
It felt like Glee. I don't like Glee. I'm sorry. Melissa Benoist, great. I love her voice. I can hear her sing for hours. The jazz hands. No.
Was given back.
the whole music might the plot confuse me because I thought music might with the person who basically
He was so lame.
But music might in this universe could open universes and could go to what? Wait. What? How do you mean? Why do you
I don't get
stuff?
it.
The only thing I know to do is Mixie. Why couldn't Mixie be the one to do all this stuff? Why do we need?
It still would have annoyed me though.
Oh, my brain's hurting.
Yeah, it was too much, and it was a filler episode. It didn't have a plot that I cared about.
The 4-part crossover
They have to sing.
was my favorite of this.
Yeah, the 4-part crossover. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyway,
That was awesome.
The musical crossover.
That's what made your brain hurt. Now you know how I felt watching Inception. My brain hurt.
Well, anyway,
Or Doctor Strange.
Doctor is awesome. So anyway, though, back to the music episode. As far as music episode is concerned, I've seen better music episodes, but you know what? The more I follow it's not awful. I've seen worse, but you know what? It was okay at best. As a musical, it's meh. As a full episode, it was
too much. By the time Barry was singing, I left the room. I couldn't take it. I was like, this is just too gay for me. Too many guys singing with their jazz hands.
Crossover. I do admit it could have been a little better if it was real time. And what Tevya said when me and did the spoiler discussion on the Flash Supergirl musical crossover, you could have like a different musical villain where he like time warp.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That actually would have been a lot better. Man, I support that idea. That might have been
that would have been less laughable. Yeah, it was too much. I was
that means it might have been the one still fighting powers and put both Supergirl and Flash in a coma. Yeah, that was really lighting. Like they should done like bamboo in the bowl.
It's like they paid Melissa to take a nap and then just sing in an alternate dimension or whatever.
Dream basically.
Was cool.
The thing I didn't like in season 2, but we'll get to that.
The Cyber Superman stuff.
No, the last episode had way too many lens flares. I felt like I was going blind when they go to the Fortress of Solitude.
Oh yeah, the finale. Which we got to that.
What's up with the lighting? When they're in the Fortress of Solitude, it was so bright. I was like, I can't see Melissa's face because the lighting's awful.
Yeah, I couldn't see flares.
That's horrible. It's like the Star Trek movie from 2009. I'm like, why do you need lens flares?
Actually, speaking of the crossover, let's get a 4-part crossover because the 4-part crossover is called the All-4 Show too.
At least that didn't have lens flares, but the finale, oh my god, just too many in my face.
The 4-part crossover that first part Supergirl, second part Flash, third part Arrow, final part,
and then fourth was the Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah.
What's our part 1?
The only parts I remember or recall are the Supergirl and Arrow ones.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff to do for it. But anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah, I see everything because I'm like, yeah.
I watched a video called Superhero Fight Club 2.0, which they advertised on CW, and I thought that was cool. So I sat down, I read a magazine article in it from Entertainment Weekly, and so I became interested in it. And then they showed a trailer. I was like, this is awesome. And for our crossover, that's how I got into Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, the cast has great chemistry. Really great chemistry.
I agree. The cast is perfect on Tomorrow. Anyway, add for Supergirl with the part 1 crossover didn't feel crossover. It felt more a prologue.
It was.
Episode. And a prologue, we got a pretty good prologue because we got to Cyber Superman. Who's Cyber Superman? Cyber Superman is a very, very long story. Basically, he's Hank-Shaw, the real Hank-Shaw, not much matter, who somebody got caught him by Candace. Candace against them and turned him into the cyborg. Yeah,
that's from the Death of Superman, right?
And Death of Superman, I know he fitted get a new body from.
Yeah. Let's talk about Cadmus.
Yeah, let's talk about Cadmus.
They have no motive at all for wanting to get rid of aliens. None. They're just doing it to be dicks.
Yep, and then I ain't part of the government.
What it's called.
And I'm sorry, Brenda Strong. No, she was not intimidating in the slightest. Some old lady is Katniss.
She's the leader of Canada.
She's like a 50-year-old woman or something like that. 50-something.
Yeah, she's the mother of Lex Luthor and Lena Luthor.
No, I did not care for Lena. I'm sorry. She looks way too much like Megan Fox, and I'm like, no, get out of my face. She's the girl from Jurassic World that dies when they dump her in the water.
Oh yeah, that's her.
That's her, and I'm like,
and then throw her into the water over again.
Yeah, dunk, and that. Yeah.
Yep.
Forgettable. But they better not make her in love with Kara, or I'm gonna get pissed.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
She just lost Mon-El. I don't want to see that again.
They're
No
not
way. They're friends. They're not lovers.
Or maybe they'll become enemies because we knew for in the comic.
Yeah, I would like that. I don't want to be like, oh, I want to kiss your face, and then I'm like, I hate you. No. I don't need any more, like, you know, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it was sad.
No, let's not bring that piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's not the last time I'm going to see Mon-El. It's not
Yeah.
going to be.
No, we'll see him again. I hope so, because
I
he
don't
really
know
saved
how,
season 2
because,
for me.
I don't know how, because that gas or whatever is effective towards Daxamite, so I don't know how he'll be able to survive it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why he had to leave the planet.
Yeah, the 4-part crossover, I loved it. I could tell.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was like a movie. I felt like I was watching like a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, especially Melissa Benoist and Katie Lotz. I told her how.
Katie Lotz. She's basically what I wanted in the last 2 Star Wars movies that I didn't get. But she has a stick, but it's made of metal. It's not made of wood. And she's great. And she's, you know, she's like Lindsay Lohan if she sobered up and was blonde. And you know, I like the rest of the cast. So you know, the Atom. Yes, I know he was played by Brandon Routh. I like him.
Oh yeah, you joke about that. It's like when
I liked it. Yeah, that was.
Someone's like, no shit, we knew you were in Superman movie. Can we please move on?
It was disappointing.
It was a.
It's like, yeah, Brandon Routh, we get it. You were Superman.
And then,
move on.
I know you hate that movie, Sean. I know it. I know. I get it. But anyway, yeah. And then Heatwave is like, "Hey, Skirt, call me." That was so funny, man. I like that.
With the crossover is that in the last 2 parts of it, Green Arrow was kind of a douche.
I know. Yeah.
But Stephen Amell is awesome in the Green Arrow suit.
Yeah. And the special effects look really good on the aliens and all the explosion and everything.
It feels like something that could have been in the theater.
Yeah, I could have seen that in the theater, like a Fathom event, because they put TV episodes on the big screen. I would love to see that one day.
And the Arrow part was like basically an alternate reality kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if Oliver and his father never went on that boat?
Yeah, full scene on the original Wonder Woman I like it too. Linda Carter on here, yeah, on season 2.
Yeah, he basically plays the president.
Yeah, that's great. She still got it,
And
man. She still got it.
an alien. I never saw that coming.
I didn't see that coming either, but she wasn't hostile like the other villains in the show.
Well, because she was sympathetic to the alien cause because she was one.
Yeah. And
Yes,
also, we forgot to mention the other alien, the White Martian.
Yeah.
What was it? The one that was in love with
John.
John. Yeah.
I don't know what her name was.
Sharon Leal. That's the actress's name.
Sharon Leigh.
Oh, and yeah.
She was in Dreamgirls, and she's done. I think she was in Boston Public. A lot of stuff back in the day.
Okay, here's the funny thing: was when they did the finale, I was like, I saw her in the show. I was like, okay, are they just bringing everybody back or something? Because you got Clark, you got
Lena Luthor.
You have pretty much Lena Luthor's mother. You have the white Martian girl. You have Maggie.
Terry Hatcher.
Are we seriously trying to bring every character back to this fucking finale or something?
Cat Grant will not be in.
I'm back.
Floriana's not coming back though for season 2. I mean 3. She's not going to come back. So she's going to have a recurring role and then disappear.
Wait.
Oh, good.
Wait, what's going on? Sorry, what I missed?
The girl that played Maggie is not going to come back for season 3, so we won't have to suffer through that again.
God damn it. That sucks.
If you get Red, if she does, it'll just be a reoccurring role instead of a...
Recurring, meaning she's not going to steal all the screen time from Melissa, which, I'm sorry, you got to give the lead her props, you know. She did a lot. She worked her butt off.
Speaking of season 2, I completely forgot. Holy shit, I just forgot my mind. The whole Canyon stuff. One thing I did know about Canyon is that
This is what
They
I
don't mention a croning.
This is
Where's
what I-
Superboy?
that
Nice.
because there was no motive. It's just
Yeah, exactly.
all the aliens on Earth because reason.
Reasons.
I know.
Oh,
Disney does that all the time.
Because
Speaking of kindness, one thing that did confuse me is that besides Superman, there's no mention of Superboy. What? Wait.
They should have though.
Hold it. You're telling me that you can make the Superman, but you can't do Connor? Well, it did John, but you get my point.
Yeah,
you
they
can't do
should have done
Connor?
that.
okay,
It's teasing.
okay, one funny
Like they could also.
all right, I'll wait.
Continue.
Okay. There's one funny part in like one of the first 2 episodes I thought was funny where Superman goes to the DEO, wins like fanboying out. He's like, "So did you actually stop those 2 missiles in California?" He's like, "Holy shit, Superman the movie reference."
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that was a nice homage.
That's reference, not homage.
That was cool.
The movie.
To the '70s film. Yeah, definitely.
It'd be an homage if they actually did it in the show.
Continuity. See, they keep the continuity. They don't disregard it like like Disney does with Star Wars. But that's another.
Or very good what Mom Entertainment does with this, which that is a different topic another day. Like I don't want to
Continuity is a good thing. I like.
Very with a funny reference like made me think. So wait, does this show take place in the same universe as the movies?
Yes, it does in a way because Clark was talking to Bruce Wayne on the phone. They didn't show him, but they mentioned him. I was like, oh, so he knows Bruce Wayne. K.O. Bruce.
Yep.
And I like,
Batman.
and I like how when Clark's talking to Cat Grant, I think the character's name I forget sometimes.
Yeah, Cat Grant.
He's like, you think
what's her name?
do you think Lois can actually handle you and Superman? He's like, you know, Miss Grant, I think she can handle his enough love for both of us. It's like, so Lois knows in this continuity.
Which that makes me happy because I am so tired. That I appreciate the no. Thank you for doing this.
Why do you think Man of Steel sidestepped that cliche and actually made Lois know? Because I think fans were tired of it.
Heck, even Colin did them back in the 80s.
Tevya, why do you think Man of Steel sidestepped it?
We know.
Tired of it.
We know.
Yep.
Terry Hatcher.
And
That's a movie Spider-Man did the same thing too.
she still looks great for her age. And Kevin Sorbo was good to see him too.
She really irritated me on the episode where Mon-El makes Carl breakfast at the beginning, and then she just cuts Carl. I'm like, this is smart. When Mon-El's mom does what she does to Supergirl, cuts.
I was upset. Yeah.
Yeah, she made
knife,
and stabbed his own her own husband. Which, what? Wait. You're telling me that you wanted to get Mon-El back, but then you killed your own husband. Now you want this world?
No, here's why she killed him. Because she was so determined to get Mon-El back that when Hercules, yes, I'm calling him Hercules. Don't hate me. When Hercules,
Yeah, I remember that show.
you can go back. Hatcher's like, well, fuck you.
Yep. I'm done with world yet.
Yeah.
You do really want to get backup. Get Zod the team. Oh wait, I can speak of Zod. We'll get to Zod in a minute because that thing would.
Yeah, he's gonna be in season 3.
Yeah.
No, and it's not just that. It's when Clark's, I guess, brainwashed or something, and apparently there's
kryptonite.
Like they can do this now. Okay,
Yep.
I didn't know that.
I'm getting into the show. This is not in the comics, so it's still new.
I know they take liberties. I know, but
What does the red kryptonite?
he's over any agendas any day. So
Yeah,
Red kryptonite him?
I think Red Kryptonite makes him see the greatest fears, or making him more about rage.
Well, whatever kryptonite she
Or
used,
paranoia.
Superman thinks that Carl was Zod. So I was like, okay.
yeah, it was probably a loose. It's probably a hallucinogen or something.
Yeah. It's probably something new. It's probably something new kryptonite because we had kryptonite introduced in season 1. So this kryptonite might be made to see hallucinations. So my bet, they did a new kryptonite that I've never seen in the comics, which
it wasn't like
Smallville did the same thing too, because Smallville had black kryptonite and gold. Wait, I think gold kryptonite more right.
I'm gonna see this.
I have heard good
I want to
things
see
though.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it. It's just he's not in the suit. At least here, I got to see him in the suit. So I'm not. I didn't ask for much, but I got more than I asked for. So
it takes like the first hour of this movie, and it kind of expands on it, really.
Yeah, it does.
It's a prequel. It's basically like a
really
long prequel.
Season 10, it goes to Darkseid, but they met with Darkseid, which I can tell no, I don't.
Yeah. Why do you, with Justice League, they're starting with Steppenwolf?
Well, Justice League is different, like, yeah, whatever. Justice League is not talking about that, but we must say that for one of our discussions.
But yeah, but as far as the fight between Cal and or between Clark and Carl, what do you guys think of that fight?
Come on, man.
I was fanboying out actually. I was like, wow, they actually made a strong chick that's not completely overpowered. They're like evenly matched. And when she beats him up, I wasn't like, oh great, the man had to lose. I'm like, no, because it's her show, so it's like the Civil War fight. Yes, I know, Josh. I know the twist sucks. But the fight when Cap won, I was like, hey, I'm not that disappointed because it's his movie. So here, it's her show, so it works.
I think me and Josh are about even now. Because I'm not a fan of ego villain twist, though. Me and Josh are about even.
Speak as the Supergirl. Like, Supergirl in this game is amazing. But her story is very
I love her. I love that character now because I was like, you know, when the movie came out in the '80s, I didn't see it, and
yeah, it was
when they announced the show, I was like,
although
okay,
I thought it was a clever trick by having the original Supergirl playing Kara's adoptive mother.
Yeah,
that was genius. That's pure genius. I love that.
And Dean Cain, yeah.
Oh, I could put holy shit! Like that didn't even remind me.
I forgot about Dean Cain.
Yeah. Made in scene 2. Double agent.
Okay, say what you will, but and even though I've never seen the show, but I wish from the moment I heard both Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher in the show, I was like, please let there be like a reunion scene, but there wasn't.
Oh,
no, there wasn't. That was disappointment because Dean Cain.
Well, we got to see both of them, so that was cool.
True, but I'm just saying. I was like, please let there be a reunion scene, and there's not, damn it.
Yeah. Like, but he would confuse me. Like, why did Dean Cain join Candace? Candace is Rufus. Rufus hate
the reason why they try to state that the reason why he joined was because I think they were trying to threaten Kara and Alex, and he was just trying to protect them, I guess. That's what they were trying to do.
Yeah, but that plan backfired.
But still, you kind of understand, though, where he's essentially coming from, though.
That's true. I agree. I understand that I'm a hit on that one.
With Supergirl, Superman, and the other girl, because that fight is much better than that freaking fight in Civil War at the end.
I understand. Sort of. Anyways, I thought the whole Dean Cain subplot. That plot went really interesting, but they didn't get to finish it.
Yeah, it kind of felt rushed. Yeah, I know.
I'm hoping
we had jazz hands.
I get addressed in scene 3,
and
I really do because that part is way interesting. And
also, Kevin Smith, I think, directed a couple of episodes, and they were actually good.
Yeah, right, he did.
Yeah, they were good. I think he directed the pilot and the second episode with Mattel. Wait. No, not Mattel.
Okay,
my bad.
He directed an episode named Supergirl Lives, which actually was originally supposed to be sort of the title of the Superman movie he was intending to make.
Oh, when she's bleeding in the first episode of the that was interesting because I'm like, wow, she's vulnerable.
Yep.
To a girl that's vulnerable than some, you can't touch me.
Yeah, and I liked the episode, and I liked the part, and I think it's like the second episode or so, where Clark's basically having to carry Kara's body. Isn't that kind of like an image from one of the comics, Tevya?
Clark the Nerves.
Image from comics.
Which Hang on.
What comic is this one, Tevya? Hold on.
Hang on. I'll try to set Crisis on Infinite Earths. Let's see. Found it.
Tevya, didn't they
Found
adapt
it.
into a
Right here.
anime movies?
No.
What's this one?
Different movie.
Yeah, I tried to Infinite Earth. Crisis on Infinite Earth with a big
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's a
huge
cool
crossover
image.
that basically rebooted inside this universe.
Which one is this one, Tevya?
Yeah,
This one.
what I really liked about, I still like about the show is that Melissa Benoist may be playing Supergirl, and she's still high as a character, but she's also vulnerable.
Yep. Oh, by the way, sorry. Anyway, sorry to interrupt, Josh, but anyways, kind of ended with a big reboot that basically rebooted entire DC universe, and the mandate with kind of ended back in the 80s was to basically get as many content as possible, and wanted to go with Supergirl, so they killed her off. But here's the thing, she actually went out like a badass, and then died basically like stupid, like an ultimatum with more bullshit. Oh, have to now have another guy doing ultimatum. Anyway, back to Supergirl, and this lasted for I think for 20 years. I think I lost count. And basically, the homage basically that we saw with Metallo, that was a model cut to Earths. But it's very cool.
Tevya, which one is this one? Have you read this one?
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what year that one. What year is that from?
I think it's the 90s.
You know what I love about this show?
Yeah, 90 Peter David one.
Here's what I love about this show. Is yes, it's female led, but it
1993.
doesn't smack men upside their fucking heads like they're fucking idiots.
Thank you, Fembusters.
Fantastic
You
bullshit.
shit dead.
Why do you exist?
It's
Your face.
it's
That's
1993. That's what it says here. February
Gotcha.
of 93.
Like that,
Superman's tomb. Yeah.
So 2 years after I was born. Huh. Interesting.
Wow, this looks cool. I gotta read this.
I'm getting that Supergirl is the Linda Carter one, I think. I don't know. Like it's the one Supergirl had angel wings, and she have angel have human. It was weird. And not even weird. After it coming to well, whatever.
but yeah, this show isn't Mythbusters.
Yeah, exactly. It's not putting an agenda over your head. Like, oh, you get it? It's feminism. You get it?
Wonder Woman came out. I've been telling him that he don't want to listen to me.
Okay,
What?
different subject. Different subject in general.
Yeah, different subject.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways, back to Supergirl. Let's see, what do we need to talk about? Let's see, we talked about the 4-part crossover. We talked Candace. Oh yeah, Superman. Okay, Superman at the on the show. He planned with the virus stuff. That plotline, it was a cool idea, but I expect the virus stuff to pay off in the 4-part crossover. It didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, you're telling me that you had bioweapon the entire time against aliens? Why didn't you use it against the Dominators?
I don't know, dude. I do not know.
I don't get it. Huh.
I don't get it.
Interesting.
I know.
Anyways,
I'm hilarious.
let's see. We talk about Metallo. Wait, did we talk about Metallo or Trooper involvement in the show? We got an episode of Trooper in the show.
I thought Metallo was season 1.
Yeah, I think they're doing it in the pilot, the second episode, then he came back in the return with the Candace, sort of, with Rena Luthor and Luthor mother putting him out.
I don't know.
I don't know, I completely forgot. What happened to Metallo? Did he die or explode? I don't remember.
I don't know, man. I really don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Parasite. My Parasite appeared in season 2. Let's talk about Parasite for a sec. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong.
I honestly don't remember this character. Like, literally, I don't.
Parasite actually on this show, unlike in the Superman anime series, for one, I remember, I love that show. Parasite on this show is more like the combination of the Thing and actually more than the Agent Thing. Wait a minute, Supergirl, but you looked at the Thing, but John covered the Thing with Parasite. I figured it out. John, no.
I think it's camera photos, dude.
Damn it.
Okay, and I know this is a Supergirl trap, but it's tangentially related because we're talking about Superman. I wish this had a digital copy because that way I could have both versions on my Vudu, but I sadly only have the theatrical version on my Vudu.
All versions of what? Oh, that?
Yeah, Superman the movie. The original Superman.
This doesn't have a extended cut digital copy code. I wish it did.
Yeah, it doesn't, unfortunately.
I mean, there is one, but there's no code for me to get it. I have to actually buy it. And I don't want to have to do that. Make things easy for us.
This is why I don't like digital at the platform. Even though I buy physical copies, like Injustice 2. By the way, Supergirl in this game is really great. The story mode is amazing.
Well, then, Tevya, if you do not like digital copies and you happen to buy Supergirl and it has one, pass that bitch forward. I mean the digital code.
Oops.
I'll play the game. I'll play this show.
You evil little man.
Anyways, do we miss anything? Because I think we're going to talk about Super Scene 2 because if I'm going to stop. See, wait, we didn't get to finish Parasite. Okay. As far as Parasite concerned, Parasite on this show, unlike in Superman the Anime series, was not that interesting. I thought you did the monster, and that's it.
I'm going to be honest with you. The only thing I've ever seen related to Superman the Anime series was that World's Finest crossover.
Oh yeah, with Flash and Supergirl.
No, Batman Superman animated movie crossover.
Oh yeah, Batman. Oh yeah, that crossover. That crossover amazing. I thought that movie was good too. Actually, more comments of 2 episodes of Superman the Anime series.
Actually, it's 3 episodes.
3 episodes. Not bad.
Yes.
Actually, speaking of weapons of Superman the Anime series, Livewire came back, ladies and gentlemen. And season 11.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And they also have Miss Tessmacher in the show. I was like, wait a minute. And she's supposed to be essentially Lex's assistant. Why is she working at Catco? What the fuck?
It's probably a reference to Superman the movie.
Okay, we already had a reference where Wen brings up the missiles.
Yep. So we need no reference.
Plus, we need more.
Randy, so. Anyways. Alright. 5-11, so a little bit of what I didn't talk about. Wait, John, we need him.
I do not know where Steve John is.
Yeah.
Hang on, he's messaging on Facebook.
Okay. Fine, little butt. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I'm back.
All
I'm
right.
back, guys. It's
Yay.
a technical glitch.
Isn't it always?
So yeah, and Sean, you could do that next time we do a podcast, or Parker, whoever's gonna host the next one, because it was a glitch.
think there was gonna be Wonder Woman if we need everybody to join us for that one.
Well, I'm going to see it tonight, so I'll join.
There we go. Better.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because
oh, sorry.
The only downside is YouTube is evil with its copyrights.
yeah, and also you guys weren't in my circle, so I added you on my circle now because
Gotcha.
a couple years ago.
Because Tevya, if YouTube
Circle
was with its copyrights,
Tevya, yeah.
I would so use that music from BBS in my review.
Same.
Which one? The
So, like
Yeah,
the
that one.
when Wonder Woman shows up at the end and uses her shields.
I know the people had a problem with that guitar solo. I'm like, it didn't bother me. In the movie, it's only in 2 scenes. It's not
It didn't bother me
the
either.
score.
I love that. I don't care what anybody
It's different. It's not the dun 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 from the '70s show, but it's gotta evolve.
It's close enough. It's one of the best things that we got in years. Because what do I want to tell you that not being in media? You know what? That's a Roman discussion. That's I'm gonna say that later.
Chat, sir.
Yeah. Anyways.
Xavier, Wonder Woman.
Let's see. Did we go anything tell us Supergirl? But I think we went out of topics.
I think we talked about
there's
everything but Supergirl.
Damn it. Okay. John.
Talked about Kara that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called?
Oh yeah, we forgot Ian Gomez, his character.
But not her.
Hired her, and remember that?
Oh,
Season 2.
yeah. Look at the car. Okay.
Car.
Let's talk about evolution in season 1 and season 2 because it's 5:14 and we need to speed this up.
Yeah, because Sean has to leave soon.
Yeah, try to reach him.
Well, I can go until like 6:20 at least.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because you have to deal with
All right.
trailers. There's going to be 30 minutes of trailers, and then the movie starts.
And was for a packed house because when I went to Wonder Woman on Saturday or Sunday, I think it was packed.
That was probably opening day. This isn't opening day.
No,
I saw it the day
wasn't
before,
opening day. I
and
think
it was
Saturday or
really packed.
Okay,
All
it
right.
was
Girls.
third. It was still opening weekend. This isn't opening weekend. I'm pretty sure it's not.
No, it's the second week.
Okay.
See, I'm out.
Now, Spider-Man, that's going to be packed next month.
Wait. Oh, Josh, sorry, continue.
Yeah, I will come in just to see, but Thor Ragnarok, I'll have.
Ooh.
No. Super.
All right. So we're talking about Kara herself.
Car.
Your audio really breaking up.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. They had to give her more challenges in season 2 because in the first season she was just coming into her powers, and then the second season she had to balance her life between being a superhero and being human.
Yep. Well, oh, sorry.
I don't hear it, but if you think about it, they kind of used a Spider-Man element for that, where she's trying to both her siblings.
Now it's Spider-Man. Now it's more of a Superman element.
Spider-Man's the one I've known it most from. So, yeah.
So she was trying to deny her feelings for Manella, but versus she's like, "Oh my God, you like him," and she's like, "No, I don't." And I'm like, "Oh my God, you're so adorable."
Yeah.
Just everything about her face, just
Yeah. For her personal life, I think.
And every time she's around Manella, their scenes are really genuine. It doesn't feel fake. It feels like a real relationship, which blossomed into one, which is awesome.
I feel organic, not forced. Take note, you gotta do what you've done right. Or what?
They did until they killed the.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, they killed Laurel.
Not needed either. When they have to kill them off and bring them back, kill them off, bring them back, it's
that's a mess.
It's hot potato.
I swear, like with the comics, it's just death is a light breeze, apparently.
Well, actually, in DC Comics, I'll give DC Comics, when they kill off a killer, at least they keep the guy dead for the 20 years. Because Floriana has been dead for 20 years. So give it in
Okay, I have read though Chris Pine's supposed to return. It's like, how though?
No, he can't.
Yeah,
No, this is a
that's
flashback.
impossible.
If it's a flashback,
The only way
That's
I can
about
see
it.
Pine returning is probably one of Trevor's descendants.
If they do that, that'll be stupid.
One of his relatives.
No,
That's
just-
the only way I can see him return.
a flashback.
Probably that
See
too.
Winter
I don't know.
Soldier. That's how you do it right without bringing the girl back for the whole film. You know, you get a new girl.
I don't
Here,
know.
you know, yeah, equal. That's not going to be a surprise. So
Yeah, well, I can spoil with Wonder Woman. What just says something happened to see each other, but I'm gonna say nothing.
I can already figure out based on the fact that it's like 100 years later in BVS, so I can already figure he's dead.
just how he dies, we're not going to spoil it.
Yeah, we're not gonna spoil that for you.
I know. I'm just saying. I can already figure he dies. So because I don't think he can live forever like Wonder Woman.
That's fine. Don't worry, because I need my time.
Okay. All right. Let's just see. Anyways, I thought Supergirl at the end on the show. No, I think every time she wanted to do was great. It wasn't perfect, and I wanted to be like
But it felt organic, though, right? Tevya?
it was a bit organic. It wasn't bad, but it was like okay. Anyways, as for the whole mono stuff, mono was interesting. Actually, you know what? What's the different now? Because this video is way go on. What I have to talk about. Actually, there's one more game we really got to talk about. Stop a car. Who's Stop a car? Stop a car is the editor on the show.
Oh,
Well, the editor at the in Catco, who.
Anyway.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I lost it. Then I.
No, I know who he is. He's a fucking dick.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he does make some good points because you're trying to find the truth, and you need facts, not fiction. So in a way, that
Kara had the facts, just the asshole refused to listen.
that's true.
Dick.
It's probably a lot more complicated than that, but we don't know.
We never know.
He actually grew on me. He did get a lot more complex.
The world may
Not-
never know, Tevya.
Yeah.
The
Anyways.
world may never know.
Actually, speaking at the Curtis, what's on Jimmy Olsen was said? Because this guy made fun of me. Oh yeah. Name
Guardian.
John.
Yeah.
Guardian.
I thought he
Okay.
Yeah.
This might have been a horrible idea.
Sure.
Like, look, I hate Jimmy
Looks like
Olsen,
RoboCop.
and I think that he's fine, but Guardian, this was not a good idea. Personally, in my opinion, I think Jimmy Olsen should not be Guardian. Like, why? One, that Jimmy Olsen is what Superman power. Two, having him become a hero, fine. You want to do that? If Jimmy Olsen, that's interesting. Problem, if you want to do that, then, I don't know, do something else. Like,
Okay.
personally, I think this is a mistake. I don't think it's awful, but I seen better. Oh, I like to see Season 3. Interesting idea. Okay, John, how did you steal?
And this may not
Oh,
shock.
because they did Cyber Superman, the kind of like hinting Superboy, so they could probably put him in there
Okay,
somehow.
I'm gonna do this. This may
Kinda.
shock you guys. This may shock you. This may make you faint. But as much like Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, this show did better with Jimmy Olsen.
Good point.
Is because they could give him
That's
nothing
one
to
of the-
do. I mean,
That's one
Johnny
of the
White
fuck
barely
yous
has anything to do.
That's mainly one of the only fuck yous I will give Zack Snyder.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they shoot in the head.
Is how dare you, sir, with one of the most important Superman characters in only cameo
Who are they going to
the
cast?
first 20 minutes of the movie.
And turn him off.
This is coming from Peter. Upset with Leonard's Joker.
Oh yeah, that hurts, man. That just hurts, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hurt you really, really bad. Yeah. Critics' reaction and the audience. Yeah, that.
The extended cut didn't help. Our extended cut turned out worse.
Kind to us, DC, for that.
Thank you, Warren.
Wonder Woman, it doesn't need one. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. You don't need an extended cut. You just need good special features. That's it. Maybe a commentary.
Yep. Maybe.
You don't have to like.
Feel about
And what? I couldn't hear that.
Huh?
I said now you know how I feel about Edgeworld's and that movie being so long.
Oh yeah, I bought that movie recently on DVD, but I'm not sitting through it first. I'm sitting through the first two.
That is good. You will enjoy it. And
It's too long.
It's a very well done final chapter.
I'm not saying that movie. I'm just saying
Nope, stuff for its worth. I had to pump out a shitty movie based on a book, and then confusing themselves with Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Edgeworld's End had too much stuff going on to the point where I literally just lost my mind.
Josh, it's almost 3 hours long. That's too
3 hours long.
Disney.
Holy
That's
shit!
too long.
That movie long.
That's like watching like 5 episodes of Supergirl in one shot. Like it's binge watching. It's painfully long. Like, even the critics said that they liked it, but it was like there was a lot of subplots that just didn't fit in the.
Yeah, our subplot went nowhere. For the more thing like
you don't have to pad out a running time. Sometimes short and sweet is good.
To use her powers. This season, she knows how to use her powers. She has a relationship with Mon-El, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She go through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Actually,
I go through a lot of stuff.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Okay, the one villain though in this season I did not like was the guy from Kara's past, where he's just basically just fucking with her to get his father out of jail. It's like, for one, dude, how the fuck?
Which guy was that? I forgot.
I don't remember the guy's name, but he's just
because
just to get his
he's
father.
some random psychopath that kidnapped Alex. The
one that was put her in the glass and they were gonna drown her. Yeah, right.
Yep.
That one. Okay, I completely forgot about him.
What a dick! And how the fuck you know that she's Supergirl?
Well, there's been a flashback. I bet he found out that she had powers.
Save those people, but if she didn't do that, they'd be dead.
Yep.
Like with the whole idea of the Avengers going to Sokovia. If they didn't go, millions of people would have died. It's pretty much the same.
Except this guy was a psychopath who's been obsessed with Supergirl.
And
I've never seen that before.
Was a psychopath obsessed with the Avengers?
No. Zemo would more take more revenge.
Yeah.
Like this guy was just more crazy.
True,
Yeah, it was too much. So I remember that one, yeah, but that villain just he didn't annoy me as much as Mr. McSplicklick. I couldn't stand him.
Sure.
Everything that out of I'm like, please, just stop talking. It hurts.
Well, McSplicklick would always like that.
I'm like, no, Kara's not interested in you. Take a hint and
thank you. She fools him. The way she fools him, taking him to the Fortress of Solitude, like
I even could. Because
in another dimension. I'm like, yeah, he's a dumbass. Just it was too much.
That was
funny. On here, I will take any villain on here that I like over Lasso, over the freaking strawberry teddy bear.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the teddy bear in Toy Story 3? Yeah.
I hate what he did in the one scene with the baby.
Oh yeah, that was dark.
Lasso was a ruthless dick.
That's true.
He's like a Care Bear, but doesn't care. Yeah.
Toy Story 3 was
and he snapped into the
movie for the people who it's meant to be geared towards the kids who grew up with the first two movies who are now.
Yeah, that was a kid when the first one came out, Sean.
Toy Story 3 was geared towards.
This one was like
crowd.
It's like a drama. I'm like, my God, just tone it down, Disney. That wasn't like that. I was like, oh, good, it's nice and bright and colorful. Yeah.
Inside Out was a great movie. It's one
Finding Dory and yeah, you don't have to
I did hear
see
that's good. I do want to see that. But Cars 3, I don't care. I'm done.
I never even finished Cars 2 because the DVD scratched on me. I think he's trying to say, do not finish this horrible movie.
It's not worth
but
it.
anyway, Supergirl never got so dark that I was like, oh God, this is just painful to watch. Like, it never got super depressing.
I'm not sure if it was this season or season 1, but Supergirl does better than what Superman 3 tried to do.
That's true.
Oh, when
Thank
she turns.
And
Well, they do homage it when she's smashing the
yes, but it's
the glass
done
with-
better and actually serves a purpose rather than just doing it to get Superman out of the way. So this Lex Luthor wannabe can try and get a monopoly on coffee, oil, and such.
Yeah, that part made no sense from Superman 3.
Okay, John,
Okay, Superman 3 was awful to begin with.
if you enjoy Superman 3, that's fine, but you have to at least admit the evil Superman was just a ploy to get Superman out of the way.
Oh, but I like the fight at in the junkyard. I don't think that's
It's supposed to do with Superman. Play injustice.
Okay, here's the thing though, John. The Superman vs. Clark fight is about the only good thing in that piece of shit movie.
not the only thing.
Yeah.
do that.
I disagree, Sean. I think
Was as good
I like Lana. I think the lead, the blonde chick, is gorgeous. Pamela Stevenson. Oh my God, I liked her when I was a kid.
Did you get turned into a cyborg?
Yeah, it's dumb, but it was fun. It was fun to watch. It didn't make me feel like, oh God, I slashed my wrist. With Man of Steel, I was just bored out of my mind.
She went bored with Bob Wood in Man of Steel.
And the action there is like a bad anime. It's like, vroom, 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 vroom. I'm like, what is that? I can't see the fighting. At least in Wonder Woman, you're going to see the fighting, Sean. You're going to see her fighting. You're not going to see, and you're going to see her legs kicking right in the face.
Anyway, we'll wait topic.
No spoilers.
That's not a
Yes, boys.
spoiler. In the trailer, they showed the slow-mo and her kicking people in the face.
That's true. The trailer show. Anyway, back to Supergirl. Anyway, okay. I want to talk about. Let's see. Oh, holy shit! This completely forgot to call my mind. Miss Martian.
84 movie. This show is much better than the 84 movie.
Agreed. The 84 movie.
Millions better, my friend. Millions better.
10 times better. Actually, what am I
And
saying?
she's not clueless. Like she's not fighting a witch or whatever like they did in that movie that I heard that she fights a witch.
I know.
What does that have to do with-
We're trying to copy Silver Age Supergirl comics because Silver Age Supergirl was like that.
I'm going to see the film eventually at least once. So I'm not going to say, like.
Okay, with
Putting
Supergirl,
it-
the movie, and Elektra, I'm just going to over this. Catwoman
And
was
Catwoman. Catwoman.
Yeah, I
that's
saw
it.
that.
Yeah, with the success of Wonder Woman, hopefully you can do these Supergirl.
They'll learn their lesson, yeah.
Dude, Catwoman's bad enough. I'm not going to suffer through Supergirl and Elektra.
Yeah, don't waste the time with this movie. They're all bad.
The
Especially
only
Especially how bad her Elektra was.
Ultra had a good idea, but bad execution that fucked it up.
Toned down. It should have been R, and they should have casted
He
better.
cut
And
Ben Affleck out of a cameo that he intended to have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he
cut
was
that
gone,
out.
yeah. He's
Made no sense. But whatever. You know what? That's another day. Amazon.
Yes, it is.
Add.
Another day.
Anyways, I thought, okay, what's on Ms. Martian? Because they've been following me ever since into Ms. Martian. Okay.
Was that
Ms.
basically?
Martian is an alternate for Young Justice. Well, I put being the show, I said, oh, cool, Ms. Martian in it. And we're like, kind of disappointed.
Was that supposedly John's love interest?
No, Ms. Martian actually is John's cousin. Because
No, I think you know.
actually, I see the White Martian. We're actually in the comics, and you're the TV show, and season 1 and season 2. There's more to it than that, and it does get a lot more interesting. But personally, in my opinion, as a Mid-Martian fan, I was very disappointed because
Dude, the girl you are thinking of, Miss Martian, he actually is John's love interest.
yeah, the Sharon Lowell's character, yeah.
Her name's Mehcad.
yeah,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, that is.
The effects on her look really good. I thought when they showed on the planet White with the White Martian.
Yeah. I agree.
This is a TV book.
Awesome. She looked amazing the White Martian and Green Martian.
I'm like, take that, Alien Covenant. This is how you do Aliens right. Where it's not like horrible CGI. Here it looks really good. And this is a lower budgeted film show.
Better movies.
Yeah. These shows, they feel like cinematic experiences. Every time I watch them, I'm like, wow, really good editing, really good fight scenes, proper pacing. It doesn't slow down. Some of the problems was that in the finale with the lens flares, I could have done without that. And also,
the finale.
Focus. I want to see the person's face when they're talking, not like I'm talking here and then they just cut. They make it fuzzy and I can't see the actor's
quick cut.
It's a better movie than Alien Covenant because it knows how to use James Franco.
Yeah.
Speaking of James Franco, Alien Covenant.
And then fucking cry over that.
That's stupid.
That exploded.
What a joke.
Thank you.
Bombed.
You know exactly how to kill Harry Osborn.
Twice, in fact.
You mean twice?
But it's the count Alien Covenant and count the Titan films.
I wasn't okay. Dane DeHaan is not Harry Osborn.
Dying.
I don't know what that was, man. I don't know. It was just too evil for me. It was like, everybody wants my money now.
Anyway, back to Supergirl.
Back
okay.
to Supergirl, yeah.
Let's see.
Positive.
This is getting way too long than expected.
I thought Mehcad was a nice character.
I think she's great. I think they to the point where they introduce her, they politically have a politically be a supporting character, but then she leaves, then she comes back with wait, okay. Wait, back, wait. This person politically helped John. I do love this scene. It's pretty cool. We see the firefight with the war. See White Martian and Green Martians. But then basically she leaves because her people. What? Okay.
I don't know, man. I do not know.
I'm really overcomplicating this. That's all right.
You think you are?
Yeah. My brain's hurting. Anyways. Basically, as a big Martian fan, I thought it was cool to see her, but as a person who watched Injustice, I felt severely disappointed. Wasn't bad. Okay.
So I was cool without how to use the character.
I recommend you watch it. It's really great.
Okay, does Bruce Greenwood appear in that show, or like as a voice actor? Because I read somewhere he did.
Yep.
Who does he play?
I don't remember.
Well, shame on you.
I say look it up.
I am right now.
Anyways. I'm a big Martian fan. I thought it okay. It's the cast. Anyways, what we're talking about?
He apparently plays Batman in Young Justice.
Yep, he does. Awesome. Right. If you're on a Hood fan, I recommend you watch Injustice. Really great. Speaking of Red Hood comes back to me in Injustice. I do together.
Okay,
if I ain't Red Hood fans.
I don't care what anyone says. I want Jensen Ackles to play him in DCEU.
Oh, boo!
No boo!
Hey,
Boo!
Damn!
That'd be awesome. I'm on hand on deck for that one. We have voices in charge again when you're just. Wait, seeing Green didn't do that.
Even if they want to put it away. Even if they want to pull a Darth Vader when they have somebody else in the suit, and then just have Eccleston as a voice, that would be enough.
Yep. They could have done an Arkham Knight, but they didn't do the Arkham Knight.
See, Darth Vader fine because Darth Vader is cool. Red Hood is not.
Well, Red Hood is a cool anti-hero, so a villain, but the main design anti-hero, that's where it kind of fell apart.
I wanted to like him, but the the Red Hood movie made me hate him.
I think that was the.
Dude, I think he hates it because they killed Robin.
Yes, I just story because they killed.
Well,
reason.
actually, here's the thing. They killed Robin in the comic because no one liked Jason Todd. The fans hate Jason Todd. That's why they killed him off because of 900 number. It's really a very complicated way to do that. Anyways, I thought Supergirl. Let's get to the finale because this is getting way too long and spread. We're getting off topic at this point.
Yeah.
Like I said, the finale, just too many lens flares. Don't put that in season 3, please. Because I want to see what's going on. I felt like I was going blind. I'm like, why is there so many bright lights and using sunlight in my face?
Yeah, that's
distracting.
Oliver
It's very distracting.
All the back to try and fight the Daxamites. Although I was surprised when they wanted to have Cadmus work with the heroes. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's surprising. Also, let me call it.
My point though, Tevya. You're trying to tell me that the bitch who's been trying to kill both Kara, Clark, and Clark, as well as all
and Marsh Manor and
I was
You are so
And
loud,
then-
Tevya!
what? It's fine. I was like,
my stepmom.
so you're trying to tell me that this bitch who's trying to kill Clark, Kara, and pretty much every other alien on this planet is now wanting to team up with the very aliens that she's been trying to kill. Survey says a bullshit.
Yep. And she betrayed Supergirl anyway. She was going to die.
I'm not surprised about that one.
Even Carol knew she was going to betray her.
No, dude. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Lena have the switch in her hand?
Yep.
So yeah, I was thinking, okay, soon as she was trying to get Lena to flip the switch, I was like, yeah, she's so gonna be a bitch, turn around, betray everyone. And look what happened.
Well, not Lena. Yeah, your Juva's mother betrayed everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
That's been bothering me. Where's Luke Juva in all of this? Because Luke Juva is mentioned. We don't get to see him.
Told.
Huh.
I
I'm probably going to see him like in season 3.
Probably. I wonder who they'll get to play him.
The suit with Monel is kind of like, is he ever going to
Okay, that ending, I'll admit, that tugged on my heartstrings a bit.
Yeah.
Except for the soundtrack. I didn't like the soundtrack.
Also, speaking of Monel's mother actually cheated because she is kryptonite.
I'm surprised.
Which, honestly, I'm not surprised.
I was like, wow, you know you can't win a straight up fair fight, so you have to cheat with fucking kryptonite. Wow.
I would have made him weak, but at a plan, that was plan actually was smart.
What a great villain you are. Can't win without fucking cheating.
It's like the villains always do. They always cheat. Even Aku cheats.
Of course, then again, so did Jason Statham in Fast 7.
Yep.
He kept throwing a grenade every time he knew he was losing.
Yep.
Yeah, what a cop out. But anyway.
Villains all cheat at the point. Right.
You get one fair fighting villain in our lives. Not all these cheap whinies.
No. I didn't know why you get that Deathstroke.
Of course not, because we have to have villains who are just cheaters.
Wait. Actually, wait, so the Deathstroke cheated too, and you use contract cheated.
Oh,
yeah,
by the way, what I've heard about the Arrow finale this season, apparently Oliver recruits Destro, and he turns on all of them.
Wow, that's the part there.
Neither do I.
But yeah, that villain, yeah, Prometheus, it didn't pay off. But hopefully, season 6 will.
I think Legend tomorrow season 2 had the best villain. It had a Red Flash, Captain Cold.
Yeah, it had some good villains. Yeah, it did. My problem was they recasted Vixen, and I didn't like the actress that played her. It was just like,
Everybody in Arrow
she's kind of ridiculous. She's like she's like Beast Boy, but she can turn like she has the spirit of animals.
Well,
I'm like, yeah.
Well, that actually is part of the comic. That actually part of Vixen character.
Yeah, but I'm like, it looks ridiculous. Like she becomes like a seal in one episode. I'm like, I was laughing my ass off.
No.
I don't know, man. I do not know.
It's like,
I think Vixen is one of the characters that can work for live action. It's the Vixen that we got with actually.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
I didn't like the actress. I did nothing for her. She
Ancestor.
There was another actress that played her, and had done I think Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow, and the Vixen that we saw.
Macy, whatever her name is.
Yeah, Daisy something. I forgot her name. But here's
like,
the Vixen that we got in tomorrow was actually from the TSA. That's a great.
That version, just no. Rip Hunter, I'm glad he's gone for season 3. That ending made me laugh though when they showed the dinosaurs. I was like,
yeah, they put time to the
it looked like Jurassic World. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? Yeah. We broke the future and then like growing dinosaurs. I'm like,
we should probably say that for tomorrow. It's disgusting because that I didn't want to talk about that.
But that ending was just laughable. But at least with this, the ending was emotional, and her crying and the soundtrack I could have done without.
And mine actually dies.
Force emotion. I'm like, no, you have to have it naturally with the actor's performance, not like throw a song in there that doesn't belong in there.
Yeah,
it's just, they've done that system.
She doesn't always have everything.
Yeah,
except for
it's ridiculous. Yeah, in most of their shows, they did that in Smallville, Supergirl, The Flash, Legends, and that's pretty much it.
Apparently, Supergirl's connected to this whole shared universe between these 4 shows. It's like, how is it possible when Supergirl is basically in a different universe?
Different Earth?
Yeah, I was like,
and then
they all exist in the same plane, but yet Supergirl's in a different Earth. So how the fuck is she connected to these other 3 shows?
Well, I have a good flash that they may appear in the football crossover.
I'm saying right now.
Okay, but at least with the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the DCEU, I can at least buy them in the same universe because they're not universe hopping. They all exist in the same plane.
Well, then Flash always cross the dimension, cross the other
universe. I'm just saying though, dude, I can at least buy with the DCU and the DCEU that they all exist in the same universe because they're all in the same plane, not universe hopping.
Yeah,
that's confusing. It's like an alternate reality.
Yeah, that had a big opportunity with Flash Season 3. With that is disgusting. I'll talk about it another time.
No Flash spoilers. I just basically recently started the show, and I'm up to like episode 16 of season 1.
Okay.
So no spoilers other than what I pretty much already know already.
Okay. Anyway,
Wally is completely wasted, though. I gotta say that. But anyway, yeah.
After the lead poisoning, after lead reaching the atmosphere, Mono basically go through a pod. That was depressing because we had you're coming on the gun. That broke my heart.
Because he had to leave. That poison would have affected all Daxamites. So had he stayed, he'd be like this.
Yep. And Mono, she's dead.
So at least you have to live, either leave planet and live, or stay on planet with Kara and die.
Yep. So that's option B.
I was a little sad when he left, but who knows? He'll be back.
Also, on the Mono, when he go to our planet, a portal opens, and this is speculation.
Okay, what is comic book movies and shows and their freaking portals in the sky?
Here's my theory. On this.
Yeah, that's a cliche already.
No, because dude,
that is true. That is a cliche. Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt, but okay, it's such a cliche that if you guys seen Doug Walker's review for Suicide Squad, his book is, let's just say he's doing the nasty to a piece of paper that has all these fucking portals in the sky from such like Avengers, Fantastic, Suicide Squad, etc. It's like
Ghostbusters, the original.
Okay, we get
I've
it.
seen it.
It's like every movie has a fucking portal guy.
Even Doctor Strange had, I think, a portal in the
Well,
sky. I'm
Doctor
like,
Strange
yeah.
makes sense because Doctor Strange had Dormammu. That makes sense.
I'm saying, like, yeah, every movie that Wonder Woman doesn't have that. So
Yeah,
Okay.
thank God they don't have that.
Okay,
and
John,
and I don't think Justice League is gonna have that either.
No spoilers.
because I guess I'll tell you,
Yeah.
I will fly out to where you live and hurt
Ruin the
Yeah,
spoilers.
anyways.
No, that's not a spoiler. It's just there's no portal in the sky. That's all I'm gonna say.
No. Silence.
Anyways, okay. Okay, here's my theory about where Mono left. Here's the thing. My theory is the Legion of Superheroes picked them up. Okay, you have to be the Legion of Superheroes. Okay, the Legion of Superheroes are a time-traveling group who come from the 5th century, I think. I forget what century they come from.
I think how they could have fixed it, in my opinion, was to have probably Barry and Cisco pick them up and then fly them or travel them to their dimension and have Kara and Mon-El live there.
True. Problem, you can't do that.
I'm confusing you, aren't I?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
made it
it's
too
just
complicated.
confusing.
That's way too complicated. My theory is Mono is in the future. Right.
I need this.
With the Legion of Superheroes, because they mentioned the Legion with the Legion ring. You know what the hell? Okay, you're lost. Okay.
I'm probably more lost than you probably were.
No, I'm not lost. I'm making a theory. Forget it. Legion of Superheroes are a team from the 50th century that travel from the future and travel the past to see the future. It's very DC not comic, very DC comic stuff. I think it's more science fiction comic. Anyway, point is, Mono is in the future. That's the biggest thing I get. That's my theory.
Who knows? I'm sure he'll find a way back though.
Yeah, who knows? All right, if he does come back, then yay. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. Okay. As for the whole flashback with Krypton. Okay. What's up with the pod for a sec? The pod that left Krypton.
That was both Kara and Clark, wasn't that?
Yes, but they're the third pod.
There's a
With that cult.
pod?
With that cult. Like at the finale. Okay, you're lost.
Yes. Very.
John, you remember the finale. You remember the third pod in Krypton. John?
Yeah.
When they show the flashback at the end, that scene. You explain what that is. What's your theory? Theory. Theory.
Oh, my theory. It's probably going to be a villain, or maybe it is. I don't know, someone else. We're going to have to wait to find out who is in. Season 3.
Not season 3.
4 is the Flash and
Arrow is
other
season
shows.
6.
6.
Wait
Yeah.
till season 3. I get the number mixed up.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And Black Lightning is 1 because when that comes out.
With that giving us an entity, which I'm fine with that.
Not
Because I don't want
it's
that
not
to
going
be
to
part of
connect.
the
Yeah. There's already too much going on as it is.
Yeah. So thank God that should separate. But I'm fine with that. With Black Lightning, we could probably speculate on that one,
It's probably going to be a villain or someone else like they didn't show yet.
Yeah. Here's my theory. My theory, where since you got Zod mentioned scene 3, I get a weird theory that this villain is Hell. Who's Hell?
Hell is the place where bad people go.
No. Not that Hell.
You said
This Hell.
Hell.
This guy.
Whoa, what is that?
That is Hell from the New 52.
that.
I made Bash the New 52 a credit about good New 52 credit for some
Never heard of him. That's interesting though. He looks like a genie.
That looks like evil Superman, sort of.
Look at that.
According to Harewood, Krypton is rated for Will Quintura and Laura. Hell loved the two they were his own parents. Joe became aware of Krypton parents.
That might be him, yeah.
So I pulled this base attack how to protect Krypton's history and all among the stars. Hell, Joe Danger and Hell survived, made danger, reached Earth 27 years after Krypton were alive. Joe inside Krypton, he immediately told Joe they could help him, they began watching him, and everyone close to him, including Superboy and Supergirl. Let's see. Basically, to make a long story short,
He encountered Superboy too, yeah. So
yeah,
that's probably him, yeah, because they put obscure villains in it in season 1 and 2. They put like what the toy maker or
yeah, they did.
The toy man, or they put Metallo. They haven't put Parasite yet, right? Parasite or
oh, I think they did put him at the season 2. Remember season 1 with Parasite.
Or oh yeah, they put like a parasitic thing on her face, I think, yeah.
No, that's the Black Mercy. That's in season 1. Parasite season 2 that he did appear with the monster basically, and that's it. No personality. Anyways,
well, a Brainiac they haven't done. That would be awesome.
Yeah, they're not Brainiac. They did sort of Brainiac character in season 1. Inigo, I think. That would have been something to me. Anyways. Point is, basically, how basically is the one to look back to how basically is a Krypton experiment who kind of funny type monster. And that cult, I get a feeling that cult is the person who created him. That's one of it, but option B, it's Doomsday.
Uh-oh.
Then again, that wouldn't make any sense because the monster created from the 25 years in Krypton history. Speaking of Krypton, we're going to Krypton TV show. Oh, joy! Another prequel show at Gotham.
Okay, Tevya, this Krypton show is actually going to be a prequel to Man of Steel.
But it's still by
I don't want to see Avatar. I don't want to see Pandora. No.
We all know the story.
Pandora.
Krypton,
In Supergirl, it looks
the
fine.
end.
It shouldn't look like Pandora, Sean. I'm sorry.
I think Supergirl. I think
and dragonflies and freaking the guy looking red. I'm like, what is this?
Here's the thing: is Kara may have the appearance of a possibly like 24-year-old person or something, but she's actually 48 years old.
Well, she's the hottest 48-year-old I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, because she's in stages for.
Well, she's in the Phantom Zone for like 12 years.
Yeah.
She's
48. She's still doesn't look that good. Watch, she takes care of herself. I'm like, oh, this, yeah.
Anyway, I thought the mystery pod goes
36.
What did they confuse with this cult? This cult launched the evil, weird baby into space the same time Kurt and Kyle. So, wait. This cult knew Krypton got blew up and they sent the weapon again after them?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Who are these people? Are they Zod's group? Speaking of Zod, actually, we can talk about them.
Also, okay, I know I'm going to be jumping around on this, but okay, I thought it was really funny that in the same scene where they reference the first movie or so, Wynn's trying to like, so who's older? Is Superman, are you older than Kara or is Kara older than you? And Clark just fires back with, well, Kryptonians age slowly on Earth, so it doesn't really matter.
Yep, kind of saying from John Murphy. That's funny.
Yeah. Basically saying,
that is cool.
really
Yeah,
so just let it be, basically.
Yep.
When Kara is even really older than him, though, even though he looks older than her.
Actually, I actually got one more theory on who's that in that pod. I'm getting it Pizarro. Wait.
Oh yeah, that's one that happened.
Wait, that wouldn't make any sense because Pizarro the clone of Superman, who basically degenerated, complete idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Better.
I don't know. I'm gonna theory too with the Bill in that third pod.
As long as season 3 is still fun and you do not try to include the Batman, I'm in for season 3.
I can speak of Batman. They hadn't mentioned Batman in scene 2 with Gotham.
Bruce, so who knows?
Anything,
but we're gonna have more.
If anything,
Yeah.
Josh, you might just be playing. That's about it.
I'm hoping I like Batgirl to came or something because Batgirl and Supergirl have been a good team up. Even in the anime series.
Honestly, Tevya, I really don't care about Gotham. I just don't.
No, kidding. I don't want Gotham.
No,
to
I'm so
awful. I mean, Supergirl. We could have maybe Batgirl make an appearance on Supergirl. Gotham can just go away.
Why would they do that though? Because that's a Batman character. I mean, having characters is one thing, but trying to bring his characters into it makes no sense.
Well, Damian may appear in Superman comic. His son John.
Many times soon.
It's a comic book. They're the difference.
I know, but seeing 3 now, I said we got Batgirl at the end of the show, Batwoman.
Okay.
But who knows?
Okay.
I thought outside.
You guys agree with me on those? But if they want to put Batman in any of these shows, you better fucking get Judge Dredd.
Carl Urban.
Yes. Carl Urban be Batman.
Actually, speaking of Carl Urban, good news, Dredd fans. We're gonna do a TV show.
Yay.
Close enough.
I hope it's good. It's going to be a Netflix series, right?
Hey,
I hope so.
John, put it this way. It's better than nothing. I will take a show over jack shit.
Yeah,
I want
exactly.
Carl
I don't
Urban
want another
in it.
reboot. I don't want to reboot.
Please, Carl Urban, please be in that Dredd TV show because I want to see
I
a
read
Dredd
he was
TV.
open to it. I read Urban was open to it, so please, God, let it be.
Just keep Batman out.
Yeah, because we do not need another Iron Fist. Burn!
Honestly, I've never even seen Iron Fist or Luke Cage or Jessica Jones.
I know Josh can't stand it, and there's a lot of people on
I've
YouTube
only
that
seen the
hate it.
Daredevil show.
I actually like that.
Yeah, it's
okay,
Arrow.
so-
Iron Fist is basically Arrow just with a guy that can't even do fight scenes at all.
To be fair, I did the film for 4 months. It wasn't actually really planned. Actually, it was planned, but they rushed it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, and I'm not surprised why it's getting shit reviews then.
It's embarrassing, man. That show's getting ripped apart.
Which is sad because I'm being such a great character. Oh well.
Yeah, it's sad because the other Marvel shows are getting pretty good. I've heard Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and all that. Yeah.
At least I enjoy cartoon reasons why and the other MCU shows from Netflix. Iron Fist, I hated it.
Well,
No, I know. I saw your
I'm
reaction.
being completely in Defenders. That meant happy.
They better
but
improve him. He better not feel out of place.
I'll be better than Iron Fist though.
I recommend you watch the trailer for Defenders. It's really good. Especially a Luke Cage Iron Fist fan.
The trailer's not really much of anything, really. I've seen the trailer. It's not really much.
Yeah, it's gonna.
them walking around and establishing each other.
Yep.
Okay.
I love it. Anyways, what? Anyways, back to Supergirl and then with Veneri. I think we talked about everything the Supergirl scene too. We missed some stuff. Yeah. So should we end it?
Unnecessary. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So
anyway,
let's give a
season
ratings.
3.
By the way, Tevya, real quick, any idea when season 3 of Daredevil starts?
Season 3 Ghetto happened after Defenders.
Yeah, Luke Cage and Daredevil will be back on next year.
Yep. So Jessica Jones. Supergirl season 2.
We're gonna have a lot of stuff to see during the summer and the fall. That's for
Tevya,
sure.
right now, I'm here for Daredevil.
Oh, also Punisher.
Not good.
Punisher is coming out this year.
Yes! The point.
Yeah.
I'm actually interested.
I just got the 2004 movie, so I want to see that.
Superman
again for
4
the
is
summer.
awesome. I love that movie.
Does Southern
Yeah.
come with a digital code?
No, sorry, Sean. DVD. It only came with a Saw like demo disc or something like that, like a preview disc.
If there was
Yeah,
That's all.
they're like
If it was
4
a Blu-ray,
movies.
even Blu-ray doesn't have a-
Pro, Kick-Ass, Punisher,
Right now.
and some other movie.
Yeah, watch the Thomas Jane movie, John. Avoid Warzone at all costs.
dude,
I
I'm
saw
gonna
it and it
tell
was
you-
painful. It's a cartoon. It's
Yeah,
horrible.
Warzone is really stupid. Like,
I saw the-
even at a Marvel fan, it was too
And I've
stupid.
seen,
Not
and
the
I've
movie
seen
we-
his appearances on Spider-Man and such, the Punisher.
Oh yeah,
Every
this
show,
is Spider-Man.
because I'm like,
In
it
the
could be
90s.
really dark, and they don't have to hold back and make it 14 on TV,
Ghost Rider might
on
get
regular TV. Yeah, I hope so, because it was the only thing I liked in the Shield. Like,
so
Lord.
on Agents of Shield.
Hold back.
Anyway, it's 6:02, so we got regular
yeah, Sean has to go to the theater and endure 13 trailers before the movie starts.
Yep.
It's a lot of the trailers are just same old.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Anyway, let's give a rating. Okay.
I can already tell 2 trailers I'm already going to see. Spider-Man, Transformers.
No.
Well, for Transformers, you'll get that.
I'm not doing a podcast for that. I hated the last one.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose my time Transformers. Screw that. I'm done.
Yeah, Age of Extinction was boring. It was like it felt like 3 hours.
Yeah. I'm not there last night.
I'm not going to go through no Last Night and no Last Jedi for me. No, I'm done.
If I want my Last Night, let's have Redbox for curiosity. I'm not going to look forward to it. I'm not going to pay money to see in theaters.
Yeah, I'm not seeing in the theater.
Last Jedi, I am going to watch it because I do want to watch the creative pictures.
No, I need to see the hobo die. That's it.
Okay.
Because if they kill off Luke, I don't want to
I
know.
say this with all sort of respect, but I give Kathleen Kennedy that.
Yeah, I second that.
Permission to put
none of us matter. All male Star Wars fans don't matter.
And yet you say no. How insulting can you do that?
Yeah, that lady needs to be fired. She needs to like step down and just leave as a producer because she's ruining movies, man.
I will see Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay, but let's go back to Supergirl though.
Yeah.
My rating. It was up 8 out of 10. There were problems. There were some stupid subplots that were not needed. The soundtrack still wasn't that great. I didn't like the Jazz Hands crossover with The Flash. I thought it was just too much. Like her singing, beautiful. The rest of it, too much like Glee or a Broadway show that I didn't care for. But anyway,
it was a music episode.
The action was well done in most of the season. Mon-El, great addition. He was a fun character. I liked him. He was very relatable, and his relationship with Kara worked immensely. That needed to work, or season 2 would have been doomed. The ending, I could have done without the lens flares. I know they didn't explain some things, like with Katniss or whatever, but it worked. It was emotional, and it got me excited for season 3. Mm-hmm. Overall, the show is just getting better. Going from CBS to the CW worked. Mm-hmm. The show's getting great ratings, and I'm glad that it's a success because I'm like, this is a superhero show that I can get behind.
Let's hope this show doesn't get prematurely canceled, like Kyle.
No, it better not. Like Firefly, no, they better not do it. CW, keep the show. I could see this for 13 seasons.
I can see it for 6 seasons. 13 is pushing it.
I'm just saying that, keep it for a while. I don't want to see it
I agree.
Go to Fox or whatever. No, I want it to be on the CW for a lot longer because,
Supergirl's going to be canceled. I think he's talking about Ripper and Kyle XY. Let that show go.
Linda Carter, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of got to talk about her. So I want to talk about it for 2 minutes. I don't know. Okay. We're going to play again. It's awesome on the show. And finale, we really added a good alien. Maybe happy.
Okay, without spoilers, Linda Carter does not make a cameo in Wonder Woman, does she?
No.
Spoilers.
She gave it her seal of approval, though.
Okay, that's good enough. I was just curious if she made a cameo or not, because usually they...
No, nobody makes it. There's no Stanley cameo either, because he's...
Although one movie wasted those cameos by tossing one of the actors out a fucking window.
Yeah,
which we're not going to talk about.
Yeah.
That movie exists.
That's just agenda busters and busters. Yeah.
I'm serious.
But anyway, yeah, I'm glad that's not getting a sequel anytime soon. I mean,
that bombed. Sony got a better movie.
Oh, put it this way though.
Yeah.
If by some miracle, no, here's the thing. If by some miracle or whatever, or some curse, Shitbusters gets a sequel, I'm gonna do this. Because how dare you give Shitbusters a sequel yet not give Dredd one pieces of
Oh.
shit.
Well, no. Dredd not Sony.
Yeah.
Dredd Lionsgate.
It
That's
doesn't
different.
matter. It's still
Yeah,
still
get a sequel and that'd be
difference to
god
anything.
awful reboots too, and that doesn't make any sense.
Ghostbusters shot 16 underperformed, so there's not if that do not do the sequel, even if that movie underperformed.
Like you one because it had a positive review. And
Huh?
Yeah, that made no sense.
Tomatoes.
With Wonder Woman, it makes sense. It's not. This is not the same thing. This is just pandering. This is like, oh, if we don't give it a good review, we're gonna be called sexist. No, I gave it a good review to Wonder Woman because it deserved it.
That's okay.
Because it's
I don't mean to fault Wonder Woman 'cause I haven't seen the movie yet. But when I saw Wonder Woman, I reviewed it. I was like, please tell me this is not another shitbusters thing. Good
there's no
reviews.
fart jokes in it.
Being called
She doesn't. She
One at a time. One at a time.
when she uses her lasso, she doesn't hit somebody in the crotch with it. That's not. That would have been
compared to
if
the
Joe
last,
Schumacher directed it.
what I'm saying is, compared to the last movie, I saw Wonder Woman getting higher reviews. I was like, please, God, tell me this is not another shitbusters situation.
It's not gonna be.
To get through this.
Gentlemen, let Josh speak.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm the only one who can get through the time. If you cannot accept that this is not going to be another Ghostbusters, then you're basically hanging on.
But Josh, I was saying that originally.
I'm not playing.
It's going to be good. I'm just saying, when I originally saw the reviews, I was thinking,
At least
another shitbusters.
Getting a lot of very positive reviews from, especially from women critics. But I'm like, it's a good movie. It has flaws, but you'll enjoy it. Just.
But the only thing I care about is be better than Suicide Squad. If you can do that, you
It
win.
is.
Yeah, it is. And we don't. Let's give a rating for Supergirl. We get it.
8 out of 10. That was my rating.
Yeah,
So,
I'm okay.
I would agree with John. 8 out of 10.
I'm
Okay.
glad we're making money because now we get good female superhero movies.
Agreed. Anyway, I'm glad John's
yeah, we're
waiting.
gonna get Captain Marvel soon. Yeah.
Movie.
It has. I don't really like. I don't like the gay subplot with Alex.
Not needed.
Not needed.
Kind of fell flat.
I can see where you guys are coming from, but as a standpoint of Alex actually finally getting to be happy after everything she's gone through.
Wait, John. Wait.
Yes.
Let Josh speak.
Let Josh finish.
Okay.
Not. Sorry. Anyway, but also the tech orient is kind of lacking, but I understand because Flockhart, she didn't want to relocate when they were shooting.
I could barely hear him. It's a little.
So, but there are still some good things I like. Tyler Hoechlin, he's okay. Man, I need to see a little more of him. He may give my a little more praise. Monel, what he did was awesome.
They developed them a lot, which
They made him agree.
I would not mind making car breakfast either. I'm just putting that out there.
Okay.
yeah,
Melissa Benoist,
she is my Supergirl. She is.
actually still fun. A couple episodes I didn't like, but makes up for some episodes that I enjoyed. And the season finale was good. I'm looking forward to season 3 even more.
Mm-hmm. There's no more lens
Alright.
flares, please. I need to see the actors'
Yeah.
faces. Not go blind, and I'm like, oh my god. It's just
Oh
like
my
this- yeah, I don't need that. It's like,
God! Anyways,
the Fortress of Solitude's already sparkly. You don't need
Hold it.
lens flare hitting you in the face.
there we go. Josh, you waiting?
Distracting.
So yeah, I give Supergirl season 2, which is an A.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll give him a rating because it's only 6:20. There we go. Well, there we go. Okay. Season 2 of Supergirl. Was season 2 might have made improvement. Season 1 was kind of disappointing. I think season 2 was a major improvement. It fixed a lot of problems in season 1. It got rid of all the little feminist nonsense from season 1. It fixed basically the whole Superman problem in season 1. Thank God, and Superman was really cool into the show. Is your perfect? No, but you know what? It was a good season. Was enjoyable. I had fun with it. Yes, it had problems. Yes, it's not perfection like the MCU show. Well,
what is perfection? What is perfection?
To me, the first Avengers, because that I had no problem with.
Probably first Avengers, basically one of them probably. Wait, actually, no. What? Yeah, I had a better comparison.
No spoilers.
Yeah,
no, if that movie's good, I just didn't think it was perfect because I was like,
no spoilers.
Anyway, anyway, for Supergirl show, TV show, this was a good season. Not the best season I wanted to be, but you know what? It was a good season. I had fun with it.
Yeah.
Is it perfect? No. But you know what? It's a good season that came for season 3. Season 3 it was going to be interesting, like the Flash, which I'll probably say my Flash discussion probably later. Hoping I get my friend to join me.
Yeah, I'll definitely join. I put you guys in my circle now, so I won't have a problem with a technical problem like last time. Because that's what happens. Like, you're not in the circle. I'm like, I put you guys all in my circle of friends now.
Yeah. That Google.
Google Plus, they're so stupid.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
The costume is sexist. I'm like, no, that's a sexy costume. It's like Xena.
Anyway, I'll give
a generation.
It's on 20. Anyway, I give Supergirl season 2. Someone please. A 4 out of 5 stars. I think more 2.5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
Is it perfect? No. Is it a good show? Yes. Do season 3? Yes. Season 2 was intriguing. I can't wait to see what next. And as a Superman fan, I'm glad to on the show. I can't see more of them, and I can't wait to see General Zod. Zod is a good villain. Hoping that we'll get season 3. And as for Dactymites, that's very interesting. And hoping Mono does come back, and we get to see basically lead the superheroes. Oh, also one more thing I do want to add. Can we have Crypto on the show? Crypto's adorable.
Crypto's a dog, yeah.
Yeah, we could have it amazing.
Have Cosmo, I think they can do.
Well, Cosmo guard the galaxy.
Not saying, yeah, I'm saying that it's a dog. Like,
that's true.
Guardians, awesome.
Yeah.
And take note, this is how you incorporate good music.
Well, we can't add music. The copyright bullshit.
No, it's about the Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Music felt organic in Guardians. Music felt thrown in Suicide Squad.
Agreed.
Take note.
Yep. Agreed. Anyways. I think that's the end of Super Season 2. So, Sean, should we wrap this up?
Okay. My final thoughts. I enjoyed the season. That was a lot of fun. I wish Superman had a little more screen time in the show, but I understand it's not his show. Just would a little bit more of him.
Same.
Maybe a couple more episodes or so. And I did like the reference to the first Superman movie. I thought that was very funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seriously, okay, is this show connected to the movie or something? But the other references.
It is. It kept continuity. It's not disregarding it. Disney.
Yeah, I liked all the references to the
canon.
other Superman movies. I like the fact that they fixed Superman 3. Thank fucking God. Every time the plotline made it useful.
Yep.
Not do it just to get the character out of the way. Fuck you, Superman 3. And fuck you, Lister.
And fuck you, Superman 4.
That too. But yeah, I agree with John. It's an 8 out of 10. I actually enjoyed the season. I think it's a lot of fun. I would like to pick up both seasons on Blu-ray potentially. Now that I actually say those words.
20 seconds.
The words, pick something up on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that a lot in the summer. Hopefully, Lego Batman's coming out on Blu-ray. So yeah, one of the best films of this year. One of the definitely
Lego Batman even
a high point for DC.
Have at Suicide Squad. He's like recruiting criminals to fight the criminals.
Yay! I did something.
I was like, fuck yeah! Take a jab at Suicide Squad. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, I know. We're gonna get
that line
more of that.
Anyways.
That line cracked me up when he said, So fighting the criminals, recruiting the criminals to fight the criminals. What a stupid idea. That cracked me up, man. That was so funny.
Yeah, I was on the floor laughing. But
Anyways,
yeah, DC's definitely on the they're not on the bubble anymore. Now they're going forward, which I like that. Because last year was a mess for them. Proved a lot. They put effort.
Does the tonal change feel organic?
Yeah.
Or is it completely forced again?
anyways, it was you, but it's only 6:20.
I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
So
Is the tone change completely organic this time? Or is it
I
completely
think so. Yeah, it's organic.
Thank God. Okay, so this has been our Supergirl review discussion and
what
whatnot.
does that sound? I hear like music
It's
Sorry.
on TV.
probably Tevya's stuff.
Sorry.
I don't want to get a copyright strike, man.
Yeah, I better not get copyrights, good sir.
We won't. It's big on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's big a podcast.
Better not get copyright.
Yeah, because
We won't. If it happens, then you can blame me.
I will blame you.
but anyway, yeah.
And you guys
Let's just wrap up and
we'll be able to re-upload this to your channels if you want. But yeah, this has been our Supergirl season 2 discussion. I want to thank my guests for joining me. You guys
thanks for having me. This one.
You can find my YouTube channel in the description. Oh, sorry.
Debbie, you can go first.
You can find my YouTube channel in the description. You can find my video on my Twitter. Then you'll have to join us on Supergirl discussion. Send to my next hangout on Wonder Woman.
Yes, and I'm seeing it tonight in about 10 minutes roughly. So we can wrap this up.
I'll do a spoiler-filled in-depth review of it soon.
Josh, if you want to go next, do your little sign-off.
Well, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also, my Facebook, YouTube page, Streets from a Green for Reserve, which I just recently recreated. Also, find me on Letterboxd, SoundCloud, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
And John?
Yeah, John Avenger 7 1985. That's my new name because someone's been trolling me, pretending to be me. But hey, I'm still here, and you're not. So anyway, I have a Twitter. I also changed my name to Star-Lord 2017 Twitter name, and I'm also on Daily Motion and Facebook. I'm Johnny Rod. So that's me, my name on Facebook. And well, guys, yep, podcast. I wish Parker was here. Would have liked to hear his thoughts on these shows. And
I don't think Parker's really much of a fan
yeah.
Which
But I'm just saying I would like to hear from him. I know he wants to do a podcast, but I miss him. You know, it's just we've seen him briefly on these Spider-Man when we did.
I'm Sean. You guys can find me on my YouTube channel, there, Touch 591. The links to my Google accounts is on there, and recently my Twitter account was hacked and completely taken over by somebody else.
Oh,
so, like,
shit.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah.
Yeah, they're doing new security policy.
So I was like, fuck it and delete it. Because it would have been a complete overhaul to try and get everything back, because the person who took it over did all these random tweets, followed random people, and basically made it into an unrecognizable account. So I was like, fuck it, and just deleted it.
Yeah, trolls are the worst on the internet, man.
Yeah,
they really are.
screw trolls.
I'm still wondering how they were hacked my password.
They'll get theirs eventually, watch.
Because I swear that password was something only I knew. But yet somehow someone figured it out.
Yeah, someone did that to my Google account too. I changed my password today, so it doesn't happen again. Because these hackers, they suck, man.
Because I'm just like, fuck it now, because the whole
they can go screw themselves.
John, 6:21. So
yeah.
See you guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a rush, so we're gonna end this now.
Woman, man. Be open-minded. You're gonna love Gal Gadot.
When I initially saw the reception, I was like,
more videos.
Repeat. Yeah, I'm gonna be more open-minded to this movie. Like, I'm excited. But so yeah,
because Civil War got great reviews, and it was worth that. It was worth everything.
to make an extremely long story extremely short, because I'm like short on time, we're just gonna end this now. I'm gonna go see Supergirl, or not. Bleh, we're talking about Supergirl. Why did I see that?
Wonder
Woman now. Do my review in a couple hours, and then so you guys can hear my thoughts on the movie. And then probably sometime this week or next week we'll do a spoiler chat, probably hosted by Tevya, or maybe whoever wants to do it is fine with me.
Probably maybe next weekend.
Probably. So yeah, we're gonna do spoiler chat next time, and I'm gonna go see the movie real quick here. See you guys next time.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.